Hey guys, welcome back to your video notes. We are on Unit 2, Part 4. We're going to be covering some of the basics of the endocrine system. And this one's fairly short, should be super easy. A lot of you guys have already taken biology, some of you guys are in AP Bio or Human Body Systems, so this should be relatively familiar. First, we're going to talk about what the endocrine system actually is. And what goes on, and how it makes us who we are, and how it deals with us growing up, with our behaviors, and all of that. Genetics, evolutionary psychology, and behavior all do play a role in how we function, learn, and grow. And we can almost predict some of the differences that we see. But the endocrine system is made up of a set of glands that helps our body with hormones and puts them out into the bloodstream. So two of the main parts that we have are glands. There are organs or our tissues that create chemicals that help with our bodily functions. And then hormones that are chemical messages that send slow communication and signals to different parts of the body, but are also connected within the nervous system. One of the major parts of the endocrine system is your pituitary gland. This part of your body is very tiny. It is pea-sized, and it's just beneath the hypothalamus, and it helps control growth and regulate your other glands. A lot of times you will see this be called the master gland. That is very important to jot down because you probably will see that in your near future. Another gland is our adrenal gland. The adrenal gland is at the top of each kidney, and it's responsible for helping regulate your mood, energy levels, and coping with stress. Some of the neurotransmitters that you'll see are epinephrine and norepinephrine. Your pancreas is also within the endocrine system. This area is one that serves two purposes, and it helps with digestion as well as endocrine functions. So it can produce the hormone insulin to regulate glucose, but also control your metabolism, your body weight, and could help with your body fat index. Your ovaries are your sex-related endocrine glands in the uterus for females. They help produce hormones related to women's sexual development as well as reproduction. Testes for our males, again, are sex-related endocrine glands that help produce male sexual development and reproduction. The nervous system and the endocrine system are interconnected, and we can thank our hypothalamus from that. Brain damage and plasticity is unbelievable. However, it really truly does depend on the age of the person, as well as how severe the person has had brain damage. So, brain plasticity is when your brain's damaged, but you are able to make up with it and learn in different ways, or part of your brain's removed. It is unbelievably wild. There have been cases where Dr. Ben Carson has removed half of a brain because a young child was having seizures, and this person could be sitting in the classroom next to you, could be sitting at your dinner table, and you would not know the difference. The brain's just able to modify itself after some of these damages to it. Other ways it can repair is with collateral sprouting. Axons of healthy neurons can help grow new branches. Substitution of function is a process which the damaged region's functions are taken over by another area. Neurogenesis is a newer way where new neurons can be generated. And right now we only see it in humans, and it's only documented within our hippocampus, again with memories, and olfactory bulb, which deals with smell. And one of the reasons why exercise is so important is with exercise, we see increased neurogenesis. Brain tissue grafts. These are implants of healthy tissue to the damaged areas of the brain. Studies and research have shown, though, that it's most successful at the fetal stage, so even before you are born. And then stem cells are primitive cells that have the capacity to develop into most types of human cells. This is why we see a lot of umbilical cord and blood keeping at the hospitals, so that if something were to ever go wrong, parents or other people could have access to stem cells and help rebuild damaged areas of the brain or the body. Here's the part where you guys probably recognize some of these words. Chromosomes. In our body, most humans have 23 pairs, each pair originating from one parent, connects with our DNA. We have genes, not the ones you wear, and it has some of the information of short segments of chromosomes with your DNA, and it holds different codes for making amino acids that are basic building blocks. You guys have heard that probably 100 times between all the science classes you have taken. Behavior genetics and adoption studies. We're going to look at a couple of different examples throughout history, but behavior genetics is the study on how nature and your heredity influences behavior. And we've seen studies where we looked at identical twins who have developed from the same single fertilized egg versus fraternal twins that develop from separate eggs. We've looked at twin studies, but we also always have to question nature versus nurture. How much do our genes and our DNA and our bodily makeup versus environment impact us? So somewhere on your guys' paper, I want you guys to answer those two questions. What are your thoughts on this? And what do you think influences you more? Why? How have you become the person you are today? Pretty interesting to think about. And lastly, our genotypes and phenotypes. A genotype is one of 3 factors that make up a phenotype, and it's part of the genetic makeup of a cell. Our phenotypes are our actual observable characteristics. The environment can impact us and alter how genetic traits develop. Physical and physiological characteristics could be seen. Helps with our genetic expression and applies to both physical and psychological characteristics, which I did say that before, but specifically, why do our body parts exist? Think about it. Why do we have our appendix? Why do some people's appendix explode? Why do we need our pinky toe? It's so small. Do we really need it for balance? No. Another thing I want you guys to write down somewhere is what evolutionary psychology is, which is just the study of evolution of behavior and the mind. But we really focus with Darwin's theory of natural selection. But I hope you guys enjoyed these. These notes kind of go back to our biology and human body systems. So I hope you guys enjoyed and have a great day. See you guys later.